What's up everyone, my name is Soul_glitched, but you can call me Soul. I stream on Twitch, and today we're going to be doing a viewing party of Robot Wars, the original series. If you want to come and join the watch party, feel free to follow my Twitch linked down below. Also feel free to join my Discord, also linked down below. I wonder who's in tonight. I wonder who's in this round. I mean, I wish as well, like, if we're watching something from a certain time zone, like this, I believe that the YouTube adverts should be from that time era.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Amid reports that robot
Make me
wars
feel
are now
like I'm
breaking out
back in
all over the
1999.
world, the European Union, with the backing of the United Nations, today announced that it would do everything in its power to halt the spread of this vicious and vile disease. They would rather we did a programme on daffodils and bunny rabbits. But we're not going to. What we are going to do is get on with the Docklands Chainsaw Massacre and meet the 6 robots who tonight will compete for death or glory.
I like those lights behind him.
From the University of East London, Cruella.
It features computer-controlled
Cruella is a really fast wedge who drove onto the grill and got stuck. It got stuck in its intro, chat. It got stuck in its intro. Iconic.
Powered by a custom-built 12-volt engine, Plunderbird 1 worships
Plunderbird is also an iconic team. It trundles along. I think it looks so cool, Plunderbird.
From Edmonton.
I agree, Key, that it is funny.
And altogether dipping. What you see
WYSIWYG is also another wedge,
where
who
you
also
get
drove
10.8
onto the grill.
kilograms, this lightweight
Ah,
empty
what
supplies
are
us
these
all with
competitors
its
this
amazing
episode?
acceleration and
That's 2
magnificent
wedges been
maneuverability.
introduced
From Ipswich.
out of 3 robots so far, and they both
Don't let
drove
the
onto the
transparent
grill.
bodywork fool you. There's more to this robot than meets the
So
eye.
Robot the
With a top
Bruce
speed of 4
and
miles an hour,
drivers
weighing in at
George
84.6
Francis
kilos,
are
Robot the
the...
Bruce is one of
This is
tonight's
the predecessor
heaviest
to
contenders.
Chaos 2
From London.
and Chaos.
Wedgehog.
Featuring a deadly pickaxe, this middleweight entry clocks a top speed
Who is
of
an
4
icon,
miles an hour.
don't
Wedgehog runs
know.
off 2 9.6 volt
Wedgehog
domestic electric drills
also looked
and
like he
weighs
got
in
stuck
with a
on the
power
grill
pack
there.
24 kilograms.
From Nuneaton. Dreadnought.
Finally, the fiberglass protected Dreadnought runs off a 12-volt starter motor salvaged from a Morris Marina at 5 miles an hour. Not the fastest robot in the field,
And
but certainly
Dreadnought
the heaviest,
drove
weighing
into
in
the
at
wall.
92.6 kilos.
There's no hope.
What do you think about it all, Jeremy?
They look strong and menacing now, but one of them
Dizzy,
will be
can you
going
clip
home
that?
in a dustbin after our first
Can you
event.
clip that driving into the wall,
If they
please?
want the safe and, may I say, slightly boring route
But
down
also the
gauntlet
other
tonight,
wedges.
our robots will choose
Clip
the
the whole
maze,
thing.
but they've got to have a very good turning circle and lots of manoeuvrability. If they've got the ground clearance, they can choose the seesaw ramp and all the other ramps and bridges that dominate the middle of the course. If they've got enough aggression, then they will go to my left and be introduced to the horrific shunt, complete with pickaxe on the back.
Yeah.
If they make it past
I'm
him,
surprised
and
I
that's
remember
really not likely,
all of them.
Then they'll meet dead metal, complete with
I remember
pincers
this
ready to
like...
clamp any
This seems like
unsuspecting
burned
robot.
into my
So many
memory.
choices, so little time.
So, if you go to the left, you get killed. If you go down the middle, you get stuck. And if you go to the right, it'll take a week. Rather you than me.
Rather you than me. Cheers.
Roboteers, stand by.
The first to take on the gauntlet,
Still shows me on
Cruella,
Phasma.
driven
Oh,
by
I
Philip
don't know,
Martin,
does he?
with Canesh Lingham and
Who
Martin
knows?
Smith from the University
Twitch
of
is
East
all
London.
kinds of messed up at the moment, isn't it?
2, 1. Activate.
Cruella has the choice of 3 routes.
Goodness
And
me, it
immediately
is
takes on the
fast.
hardest, I would
Cruella
have
is
thought, the
really
house
quick.
robot, Shunt, Philip Martin, the driver, plays solo euphonium in Tilbury Brass Band.
Cruella is a stock
He wants to blow
robot.
his own trumpet a little
And I'm
bit
telling
here,
you this
because Shunt has him
because one of
boxed
those
and
drivers is a
boxed.
future
Cruella.
judge.
This is made by the duelist.
The man
a
on the
team from
left
University
here
of East London.
is a future
And Cruella's
judge
designed
on
to
Robot
ram
Wars.
into the other robots
So the rest
and
must be
drive
crew
herself
members.
under them and flip them over. You can go through the metal things on the
Philip
right.
Martin also likes to ride motorbikes.
I don't know, Dizzy.
He's
See if you can change it
driving
again.
Cruella through those silver skittles with the power of 2 Sinclair C5s, they tell me. Goodness gracious me. Not quick enough for Shunt, though. And Shunt and the axe has him on the spikes.
Activate robots.
Dear, what went wrong? What went wrong?
Oh, he's gone.
Good.
He was about to
Well, it
leave,
was
look.
good, except for
He
the
was
rather
about to
important
leave.
thing that he didn't
And then he
cross
was
the
like,
finishing
ah,
line.
fuck, I
We've made
best,
good progress there.
I best come back.
And what did you think of his driving?
His driving is excellent. It's a very, very difficult
He's a
robot he was
judge.
up against there.
Excellent driving, apparently. Well, there we are. Well done, anyway. You've got some distance.
Cruella first to
Thank
go
you, Dizzy, I
and first
appreciate
on the
that.
leaderboard with 10.15 metres.
Fantastic indeed.
Roboteers, stand by.
I
The
love
Dreadnought
Dreadnought's
team,
design.
Ken Feltwell and David Vowles, brothers-in-law, both work in design and technology.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And the Dreadnought's greatest asset here, driven by the brothers-in-law Ken and David.
Goodness
could
me,
be
it's
its
a
weight. It looks like
bulky
big
thing,
slug.
isn't it?
Our team is Blade Runner, this is our machine Dreadnought. It's a heavyweight robot, and our feature of attack is these forks at the front here, which are operated like this.
To discount Matilda.
There's the strength of that
Wish.com
Morris
Matilda.
starter motor engine. Takes on Dead Metal. Now it needs to kick
The
the
metal
pace.
saw is like down and stuck.
Stuck there, and the house robots close in. Good run. They're through all the way.
Nice. That was
Just
good.
for a minute, I thought you were going to get pushed all the way back.
I thought we were as well. I was a bit worried there, but we managed it. I was amazed. We did
Wish.com
it.
Matilda. Yeah,
Made
it is.
it and you're through.
The little
Congratulations.
forks on the front.
And there's confirmation. Dreadlock through,
toothpicks on the
completing the
front.
course ahead of Cruella in seconds. Oh, but hang on a minute. What's this? Dreadnought's blown some sort of a fuse. It's on fire.
These
And this
robots
could be
are a mess
major,
on this
major
episode.
Trouble. They'll have to repair this quickly. Otherwise, they
That's
could
it.
be
Go
forced
in and
to
repair it.
retire.
Go
And that
in
would
and
give someone
repair
else
it
a
with no
chance.
Well, we don't know.
fireproof outfit on or
After we
anything.
got through and stopped, we just saw the smoke coming out of it. Couldn't get the main switch to turn off, so we had to take the top off, and all the wire was smoking. Still a bit of excitement. People might need this.
Roboteers,
Wow.
stand by.
The Thunderbird 1 team, Mike Onslow, John Dilly and Brian Kilburn, whose ambition it is to meet the rock band Aerosmith.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And certainly the best dressed gentlemen on Robot Wars get us off and underway with
I mean,
Thunderbird
they
1.
did come prepared. I think there was loads of
Weaponry could
like
be
wiring and
deadly,
things for
but
people
not
to use in
against
the
Shunt.
pits. I'm not
On the
100%
grill,
sure.
stuck against the pyramid. And they'll need some work to get out of there.
We are the international
They've
rep crew.
stuck
This is
Plunderbird
the Plunderbird
immediately.
1. We've built the system around separate weapons pods. The first one has a battering ram with a laser guided sight. Second pod has a circular saw which will flip out like this when it's operational. And do some live
How
chopping.
cool is Plunderbird?
We intend to kick some butt with this and be afraid there's a plunderstorm coming.
It's so cool.
At the moment, Plunderbird,
What a shame it's getting
Plunderbird.
wrecked
1,
by Shunt's
2, in,
really strong
out,
hammer.
in,
Wow, look
out.
at that.
And Plunderbird is being hacked and is on the rack.
And deactivate
What?
robots.
Now, beforehand you told me...
This is back in
you
the
were
day,
just
Dizzy.
gonna
This is
barge
their
them out the
character.
way.
These guys are
They were obviously a bit too
fantastic.
heavy, and we just didn't quite manage it. But
In the
we will
future.
be back and we will get them next time.
Maybe, but only 4.81 metres leaves Plunderbird vulnerable.
Guys, that was very nearly Plunderbirds are not go.
Yes, well, we really don't want to win by someone else's misfortune. And it
This
doesn't
is a
make us happy
character,
to
Dizzy.
move through because
This isn't
someone
their
else
actual
blew up, does it, guys?
personalities.
No.
Do you think it's likely that you can repair this for the next round? Otherwise, you're out and Plunderbird's in.
We're trying. We're going to do it. We're starting to work on it now.
Roboteers, stand by.
The WYSIWYG team, Michelle Wheely, a big football fan. She supports Arsenal.
3,
Great.
2,
Supports
One.
Arsenal. There we go, lovely.
activate.
So come on, Michelle Wheely, one of our rare female volunteers. If she takes on the maze to the left there, that would be rare indeed. Very few do. Seems to me she's stuck on the ramp now with that low ground clearance. And I think Shunt is too, and that's very rare. That hasn't
Oh my
happened before.
goodness.
This is my robot WYSIWYG, which basically stands for what you see is what you get. It's made
So
out of wood,
WYSIWYG
which means it's quite
is
light and quite
100% a
fast.
stock robot,
It's wood
and this
shaped, so
woman
it's
is a staff
able to hug
member.
The other robots, but I think I'm going to have to stay out of the way of the house robots.
And still they remain stuck. Dead Metal's going in to give them a bit of a shunt behind Shunt itself. Now what you see is a young woman driver, and what you get... Ah, right. Come on, Michelle. Let's get it right. Take on that fence. Go on. Go on. No, Michelle, you're supposed to go round
Has she
it.
driven before?
Deactivate robots.
Dear me, now What on earth happened there?
It was a slaughter.
It was a slaughter, except you actually managed to get a house robot stuck, which is an all-time first.
Yeah, I feel pretty good actually.
They said,
Okay,
we're
well,
going
you
to give
managed to
this
go
girl
the
who's
wrong
never
way,
driven a
but
robot
nevertheless
before,
some way.
this stock
And
robot.
what we see is what she's got. Triumph, well done, Michelle and Wizzywig. She's through. Plunderbird and Nervy, but they still could go through if Dreadnought is
Who
ruled
just
out.
shoved her on last minute. Yeah, I think
You
so.
still don't know yet.
I think
you must
so.
be keeping your fingers crossed secret.
Look at the absolute state
Secretly,
of
we do a
Dreadnought.
lot of things, but we couldn't tell you that.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Wedgehog team, teenagers Chris Glaister and Joe
They're
Wentworth,
teenagers,
both
they look
students
mid-20s.
studying computers and engineering.
3,
Come on, don't they look
Two.
mid-20s?
1, activate.
19-year-old Chris Glaister drives Wedgehog with the electric drill to 9.6-volt engines and taking on the maze. This will need some tricky control and some clever driving.
We've built this robot called Wedgehog.
Wedgehog's powered by 2 domestic drills here. It's got a weapon which is a pickaxe.
Well, they're through the maze. And here come the pneumatic drills, pushed by Shunt, deadly towards Wedgehog, around the springs. Now, this is the surprise, so I'm not too sure whether they've read this right.
I mean,
They need to get
they're
the
still
drive wheel
through
loose.
regardless
They've got
at this
no
point.
spikes. Dead metal awaits. That's the house robot there in the bottom of your picture.
Dead metal's
And
just
they're
spinning.
impaled and in pain.
Deactivate robots.
Well, not a bad performance.
I wouldn't be
there.
mad at that.
Tommy, what do you think
I
of
wouldn't be
those
mad at that
spikes then?
at all.
A bit of trouble, lifted up the drive wheel so we couldn't get any drive forwards, but we got far enough.
There we
What
are.
are those
I reckon
spikes even
you're
supposed to
through,
do
and
apart
that's
from just get them stuck?
That'll do for me. 13.23 metres sees Wedgehog through in
Dreadnought may have
second
won,
place so
but
far.
it is an absolute
Roboteers,
mistake.
stand by.
And the final team to take on the gauntlet, Robot the Bruce with George Francis and Mick Cutter.
Robot
They
the
both
Bruce
fly model aeroplanes.
Is a big
3,
Lexan box
2,
with wheels.
1, activate.
Robot the Bruce in its sexy see-through gear. Very
Sexy
heavy,
see-through
84.6
gear indeed,
kilos.
Jonathan.
Driven by a team, they call themselves the Village Idiots. They're no idiots, they're very clever electric engineers. Look at
Yes.
the power.
George Francis
No
is an
weapons there,
icon.
just brute
Has now
force.
quit from robot.
As you can see, the robot is built with
robot-related
special armament.
hobbies.
We're relying on a lot of weight. We're in the heavyweight category, and just brute power and
Look
a
at
lot of
them.
traction
They're
and
just sitting
push
on
people
it.
out of the way.
Great strength. George
It was
Francis, the
incredible,
driver,
yeah.
is building a single engine
Look how
aeroplane
strong
to
it
the
is,
Black Car
shoving
engine.
dead metal like that.
Don't worry, but this isn't worrying. That's strong. Good run.
I feel
They're
like
through.
it could
All the driving I think I've
push
ever seen
anything
here, that
across the
was
arena.
just
I want it to
about
push
the best.
Shunt out of a sumo ring, but they don't have that, do they? I don't
That
think
was
anymore.
a hell of a performance, well
Sexy,
done.
really. Yes, it is
Robot
sexy,
the
does
Bruce
it?
impressively
Lexan
through.
is a sexy
Top of the
material to
leaderboard.
use.
Thunderbird heading out unless the Dreadnought
You can
engine
see,
has
look,
failed.
you can see up Robot the Bruce
They've run
is
the gauntlet,
scared.
but now time is running out. They've got to be back in that arena very soon for the trials. So will they be ready?
How long have they been fixing Dreadnought
Guys,
for?
how have you got on?
Well, we've got
Honestly.
it working again. We've had to take out the motor that we use for thwart lifts and put it in as a drive motor because the other one's shorted out. It's completely gone. So we've now not got any defense attack mechanism. So we've tried to adjust it so it's now more defensive. We can actually try and scoop the ball up and use it to move the football.
Okay, so it might do you some favours.
Well, hopefully.
You're in.
They're
That's
playing
amazing.
football for the
Let's
next
do that.
challenge.
We've done it.
Violence has largely been eradicated from football, but tonight we're going to put it back. If you score in this game of robotic soccer, you're removed from the arena, safe in the knowledge that you're through to the next round. But scoring isn't that easy because the goal's defended by dead metal, and if you get too close to these scissors, it really will be a game.
Dead
of
Metal,
two
who
halves.
again has
Now,
had the
obviously,
saw
at the
on
end
the
of
head
day, one
removed.
robot won't have scored, and they'll get the
Literally,
red card.
literally
They'll be
kidding.
sent off. Permanently.
Move out of the way. I'm
You
a
got that,
box.
guys? You clear?
Are you all clear with that?
Roboteers, stand by.
They're so unimpressed. The contestants are so unimpressed all the time.
2, 1, activate.
I love how Shunt's
Is
just
Dead
outside.
Metal, our Scorpion
Just watching, look.
goalkeeper, shaking with fear. Don't forget the ball. Don't forget the ball. That's a little bit more like it. Oh, good save by Dead Metal. Get it away.
That's it, Dead
Magnificent
Metal.
stuff.
Get in. I love that Dead Metal looks like a
Big
giant
Dreadnought in there.
scorpion.
And Robot the Bruce with that sheer power through to the edge of the goal area. Can he get the last chance to keep us beaten? Go on, go on! It's there!
Is Dead Metal just going to sit in that spot and spin? Is that what Dead Metal's job is? You just sit there and spin, don't go, don't move. But then I suppose if Dead Metal moved, no one would ever score a goal.
You're the first one, though.
That's right.
Round of applause, take a bow.
3.
It does, yeah, Dead Metal becomes disgusting. It like hugs the robots and gives them a little smooch. Very violent smooch. All the house robots become so deadly. Series 4 was peak house robot ability, I think. Or Series 5.
Magnificent double! She's clattered the goalkeeper now. This is great stuff. Go on, get in there. Look at that! Get out of the way, Dreadnought. What is Dreadnought doing? I think Dreadnought's a bit of a goal.
Dreadnought is dead.
WYSIWYG out of it. Here's Wedgehog. Good control by Wedgehog too. Can he finish? It's an open goal. You've got to score here. But who did score?
Cruella.
Well, very interesting. Let's have a look at the replay. It was Wedgehog that got the deflection.
Wedgehog, okay.
Over the line, surely.
The driver
would you
of
say?
Dreadnought
Would you say that
looks
was
so
luck?
bored.
It was like also the extra panels on the side of the robot.
Wedgehog is one of the
controlling ball
smallest
throughout
ones,
thing,
and
but
look at the
end
size of that
wedged
thing
on
as
the
they were
side.
carrying it out.
Control. Bit of a luck that it bounced off me on the way in. But
Yeah,
3.
I agree, Kitty. Honestly, look.
1.
Look how depressed they all look.
3 left.
Dreadnought's
I'm
just
not
there.
too sure if Dreadnought is goal hanging. I think he's suffering a reoccurrence of that old injury. Can't move hardly.
Go on, Dead Metal, you
WYSIWYG,
cut him up.
Tigerish again in there
Kill it, Dead Metal.
with Cruella first to it.
Why has Cruella got no
Perhaps
spikes or
using these
anything on it to
surround
control the
walls
ball?
to ricochet it in. Dead Metal. Poorly placed
No,
at the
I
moment.
agree. Dreadnought's
WYSIWYG.
dead. Dreadnought's been dead for like
Taking
2
on the
rounds.
goalkeeper. Get some of that. She crashes against the post.
Does
Dreadnought's
Dead
dead.
Metal have a sledgehammer attached to the back? No. It's like a plunger or something, like a rubber plunger.
And that's sporting.
Please make the robot safe and remove Cruella from the arena.
Cruella lived up to her name then, didn't she?
Oh yes, she's difficult to drive. It's not easy.
Somebody said it was a bit like an Arsenal defender. What do you say to that?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say.
So down to the last 2, but I've been told now they've both broken down. It goes to the judges.
Fantastic.
Although WYSIWYG and Dreadnought failed to score, the robot with most touches of the ball was Dreadnought.
Michelle.
That woman's
big
like,
commiserations.
Michelle's
Perhaps
like,
Nobody explained
what
that in
the
a game of football you have to actually sometimes aim at the ball.
Well, because they're all much bigger than me, I just had to try and get in some way. If they didn't get out my way, I bashed them out my way. I thought that would
I don't
be
think it
worth
was.
something anyway.
But they had to get the
Yes,
stock
it's worth a
robot
trip
out,
home.
didn't they, Kitty?
Come on,
They
how
had
do
to
you feel?
remove
You
the
thought
stock
you really
robot
had
from
had
the
it.
equation.
We did actually,
They
yes.
couldn't
I
have
mean,
a
after
stock
the first
robot
round, we
winning
went
the
up in
episode.
third. We really didn't think we would be even into this round, so I was just chuffed to bits to actually get
Dreadnought
through.
was dead
Well, that's
for
marvellous.
3 rounds.
Congratulations,
It should have
well
been
done.
counted
How
as
on earth have Dreadnought survived
immobilised
again?
and
WYSIWYG out, but
removed.
She gave us great entertainment value, Michelle.
least possession of the ball.
You are getting through by this.
Dreadnought only got more touches of the ball because it was sat right in the middle of the goal. Dead.
And the battery charge.
Say that again?
We just didn't get the battery charged in time. It just went dead in there. It was just the fact that the others actually hit the ball into us that gave us the
There aren't
touches.
any stock robots
So we
through
played
yet.
a bit of a cheat, really.
Kitty Cat. Oh,
So at the
I'm
end
not
of the
sure
soccer, let's
Cruella
see how
was
they
a
did.
stock.
WYSIWYG
No,
sadly has
Cruella is
many
a stock
battle
robot.
scars, but it was good to see you.
Cruella
Corella's
and
through.
WYSIWYG are stock
Wedgehog
robots. That's
just
true.
about
They had
made
2
it
stock
through.
robots
Now,
in one
Dreadnought,
episode.
Guys, you've still got a lot of work to do, haven't you?
Yes, we have a bit, yeah. So get cracking on with it, I think.
Yeah, you had better get cracking as well. There's a fight still to come. And excuse me, you two look very smug.
Yes, we're all sitting here all cool.
I
we've
love
done
that.
the
They
business, we've done the
never
training.
do. You never see them doing any work to Robot the Bruce. They
So
put it in the
4 robots
arena,
are now through
they
the
pick it
trials.
up,
They're
they
back
sit
in
on it,
pits,
put it
preparing
back in the
and
arena, pick it
preparing
up
for
and
the
sit on it.
semi-finals. Guys, last time we saw you
And
were
yet
having all
Dreadnought
sorts
looks
of
like
problems.
this.
Are they still there, those problems?
We don't think so. We think we've finally cracked it.
This
Let
is
me
what
tell
you
you who
get
you
when you
pitched
order
against in the
Matilda
final
from
battle.
Wish.com.
Who would be the worst person?
Probably robot the Bruce.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impregnable.
Yeah,
that one.
I want
Okay,
to
it's
see
good
this
news then,
thing
it's
destroyed.
Wedgehog.
I
Is it?
want to see
Well-
these machines
Well, I mean, we'll
go up
be lucky to
against
survive 5 minutes with
Hypnodisc.
anybody anyway, so we'll
For
just
the
say
love
that.
of God, put these machines
Who
up
would you
against
hate to be pitched
Hypnodisc.
against?
Any of them. I don't mind. We'll take all of them.
And does that apply to you as well? You can take all of them?
Oh yes, definitely. We've got the power, and we know we got a reliable robot, so we just hit them and
I
push
would
'em
like
out
to
of the way.
see all
Okay,
of
let me tell you who
UK
you are
Series
pitched against
1
in the next
robots
event. It's Cruella.
versus Hypnodisc,
No problem.
Chaos 2, Razor.
Be an easy one.
That's what I want to see.
Let's go and find out what they say.
Maybe
That's a
Firestorm
frightener,
as
that
well.
Why?
Well, it's very tough. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque, a lot of weight. Very dangerous.
As we draw
People-
closer to the grand
I just want to see
final,
the
we still
mess.
have the
I'm
formality of
obsessed with
deciding tonight's
destruction,
winner.
Kitty.
Now,
I
as
like seeing
usual,
parts
the
fly everywhere.
Roboteers
Do you
will
remember
go
when
out there and
Hypnodisc
attempt
fought
to
Splinter
send
that
their
time?
opponents
That's
over
what
the
I want to
bridge
see.
and into the next life before the whistle is blown. If both are still running at the end of the bout, we shall turn to our adjudicators, Eric Dickinson, Noel Sharkey, who claims to be a rock and roll guitarist, and Adam Harper, who claims to be single. Now, they'll be looking for damage, aggression, control, and style. They will not tolerate retreat.
Even if they all came at the
Retreat, and you will
three
get
of
eaten by one of the house
It'd be the
robots,
same. It
or
would.
eliminated
It would.
from the round
British
completely.
Bulldog,
Or if
but
I
with
were to
those
do
three
it,
versus all of Series 1. Although Razor's got a tendency to break down.
Stand by.
And I reckon Robot the Bruce, Mortis,
3, 2,
that we've seen so far, Recyclops could have a chance.
It's the box.
At least
against
get a
the
hit
wedge.
in.
No weapons on board either, both charged by 2 large Sinclair C5 motors. If Cruella can get in underneath Robot the Bruce, there could be a shock here. Robot the Bruce will be using that vast, near 85 kilogram power to shove it
Robot the Bruce is
into
strong,
one of the
isn't it? It's a
patrol
box
zones,
versus a
or
wedge.
against the spikes, or against the grills. Oh, that's suicide, surely! What on earth is Philip Martin
Stuck on the
doing? He's
grill.
He won't get out from there now.
I mean, it ran around all right. It defo ran. Oh, look at that boo clapping pause. Whose emote is that? Whose emote is that, pause?
Yeah, it wasn't as easy
For the
as I
love
thought
of
it would be.
God.
But how did you manage to get him to run away onto that grate?
Mm.
Pass.
He just committed
It wasn't
suicide.
us, Kitty. We
So,
had no
doesn't
clue
matter
that that
then.
was going to
You're through.
happen.
Well done.
Pause. They are really cute emotes. Are
Just
they?
at the edge of
Oh no,
the,
that's Kitty's
arena,
emote.
There's a horizontal metal grill.
Power
and
kicks. Oh my goodness,
we
there's
lost the
so
ground
many people
clearance,
you
got
follow where
jammed
you get
under
your
the metal
emotes
grill that's
from.
above it.
But what were you doing going onto the metal grill?
Well, it's very difficult to control the machine.
Isn't that a fatal flaw?
I'm afraid so. Yes, in more ways than one, because the flaw was fatal to our robot.
Not quite sure how, but we won.
It was looking a bit dodgy there at
It
the
was a
start.
bit
You were
dodgy
nearly
to start
wedged
with, That's
up.
right, yes. Sort of lifted off the ground a few times.
Yeah, pause. Your
Got there in
emotes
the
are
end, though.
really
Yeah,
cute.
you did. It's fantastic. And not that much
We've got a
damage.
little bit of battle damage on the right-hand side there, but
House robot
repairable.
got there in the end, though.
Roboteers, stand by.
I agree. Pause. Your emotes are really cute. Oh, Dreadnought's still alive, Kitty.
1. Activate.
Go on then, Dreadnought. Do something.
Slide against Wedgehog, the piece of cheese, and the Dreadnought boys look worried. They know they have to
I
get
mean,
this over and
Dreadnought's
done
got
with
size
very
on
early
its-
because the motor may not last. Can they
Dreadnought's
get their
got size
forklift
on its
prongs working?
on its side.
Will the Wedgehog pickaxe, so-called, come
Oh,
into
for goodness
play?
sake.
Oh, the saw's gone again! Poor
Bash
old
can't
Sergeant
keep his
Bash has
saw.
lost his saw blade.
It looks like a
That's
little
like
hat.
halo. Dragged onto the forklift prongs.
Dreadnought is really doing something.
Going towards the grill. Being pushed forward and forward. Oh, for goodness sake, get off there.
That's it, Shunt. Coming for the separation.
Don't take on the little one, Matilda. We'll just see her in the disco. She does that down there too.
Yeah,
They're
that's
still in
true,
there.
Kitty.
There's smoke. There's
How is
smoke
it
from
alive?
Dreadnought.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on again, the engine.
You were right, Kitty.
And
You were
surely
correct.
This is Wedgehog's semi-final now. He's smoking.
It looks like a demon pig with its nostrils
Oh, well
So
done.
Wedgehog is your
smoking.
opponent.
Yep. There shouldn't be any problem, I don't think. We'll wait and see.
Guys, so confident.
Chaps, you've won, and that's what matters, but I've got to ask, that toothpick you fitted to the front, it's pathetic.
Oh, give us a
Oh, so they're saying that
It
he's
is,
saying
but
that that's
Dreadnought,
pathetic
I mean,
because he's
really,
seen
the whole
Shunt's
event
axe
has
in this
been
series.
on fire or broken down. You must have been relieved when you were drawn against it.
We were happy to see the smoke coming out, yeah. So,
Because there was a while when you were going to get pushed on that grate, it all looked like it was over.
yeah, but we managed to get off. Took out Sergeant Bash's circular saw, which is good. Just get some points.
You do get points. You get through to the next round, where it'll be mended. Go on, see you later.
Where it'll be mended. It is a toothpick, pause. Look at that. Look how tiny that robot is. It's the smallest one of the lot, and look at the size of it, and it's the smallest
Bit of a
one.
mission though, wasn't it?
Yeah, they took it out on it. They tried the hard.
Sir Killalot
Are you
from
disappointed?
Series
Did
2
you think you'd get this
is
far?
bigger
No,
than a
I
washing
didn't think we'd
machine.
get this far, especially after the burnt out.
Take
and
that
then
in.
Into the football, I thought we'd finish at the football. But we've
You
gone
think
that
these are
far.
like RC
we
car
tried.
sized machines, and they are absolutely not. It's
Wedgehog,
small
what
and
is your
cute
strategy
versus
gonna
the
be?
big box.
Try and make him run up the front. We've got no chance any other way. He weighs 4 times our weight. Fairly certain he won't get through the armour, but we'll have a go.
Are you nervous at all?
A little bit. I didn't do too well against the last wedge one. It took a bit of doing. So I'm not sure. We'll see.
And so we have reached tonight's final, which is between Robot the Bruce in its see-through negligee and Wedgehog with its very deadly toothpick. You ready, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
You ready?
Jez has got a point.
Get in your boxes and do
You
fighting.
look at them thinking it's cute and
They've
small,
got
but
no
they're
power
huge.
with
They
a
really
see-through
are
box.
huge.
There we are.
That toothpick is literally the size of like a large hammer.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Robot the Bruce with George Francis and Mick.
God, it's not messing around, is it? The speed and the size of that thing is... If it had weapons on it, it would be disgusting. Look at that, look. Well, that's that. GG.
Very, very quickly. He's on the grill. I don't think he's going to get out of there. Are you sure taking on a grill with that thing?
Do they introduce the pits in Season 2?
The sergeant with a circular saw. Shunt is in there too. There's the
I think they
saw
do
blade.
introduce the
I
pit.
don't
The
think they're
best
gonna
addition
get
to
out.
Robot Wars.
Matilda's in, looking for a few scraps, as usual. Shunt takes on Robot the Bruce, but I think it's too little too late. Robot the Bruce is the winner!
Look at Sergeant Bash's sword just going.
Quieten down. You did very well. No need for a
Doesn't do
judge's
much damage
decision
though,
tonight, is there?
unfortunately. They
The
got more
winner, Robot
deadly
the
later on. Yeah,
Bruce.
Chaos 2 was... when Chaos 2 debuted, I was
Congratulations,
like...
magnificent, well done, brilliant stuff.
Because when
Were
they
you not even
they flipped
slightly
that
worried about that
Crocodilotron
very,
over
very lethal
and launched
toothpick?
it over Matilda, I was like, my god.
Yeah, well, everybody's worried about the chainsaw. I can't wait to see the damage that's been inflicted down there. I can't wait to see you at the end of the series for our grand final. Thank you very much. See you next week.
I mean, we only have 3 more episodes until the grand final. Do you guys want to just keep watching?